Hi, welcome. My name is Mohit. In this video, I'm playing with Google Agent Developer Kit, and I find it really amazing that we can make a functioning agent that we can interact with only 6 lines of code. So this is the code that we have. Here we say from Google ADK agents, LLM agent, import agent, and then we specify which model we want, the name of the agent, what this agent does. It's a helpful assistant for user questions. And we have a line of instruction for the agent that says answer user questions to the best of your knowledge. And once we run this agent using this simple command, which is adk web, we reach this page. This is a web interface to interact with the agent, and um, here we can just chat with the agent. And I asked, what can you do? And it said it can help me with a wide range of tasks, and I just need to ask straight away. And then I asked, who is the author of the book Practical Statistics for Data Scientists? And I asked this one because I've seen that the models that have small number of parameters, for example, 3 billion parameters, 8 billion parameters, and even 12 billion parameters, they tend to get the answer to this book. They tend to get the answer to this question wrong, but it got it right. That's a nice thing. And I think it could be that I don't know how many parameters are there in this Gemini 2.5 Flash. Um, let's see. Well, I think it's amazing that it has only 5 billion parameters, but it performs really well because what I've seen so far is that if I run, let's say, Gemma 3 model um, straight away on my laptop using Olama, I've seen that if I ask this question to the models again and again, they just get it right almost all the time. And then if we increase the number of parameters to, let's say, 12 billion, then it starts to get it right most of the times. But this model gets it right in the beginning, and then I asked the same question to the model again, and it got it right again, which is not the case if I run these models of the size of 5 billion parameters locally on my laptop. Anyway, so this is impressive already. Another thing is that it's really fast because when I asked this explain PyTorch to me, it gave me such a long answer and it was pretty fast. Um, and then I asked it again, explain XGBoost to me, and that was also pretty fast. So I can show you the speed of the model by asking explain light GPM to me and see how it performs. Yeah, you can see it's quite fast, and this is a detailed answer. Um, and I've checked these responses, the XGBoost one, for example, and it's good. It's not like it's making things up. So I'm inclined to believe that this response is also all right. So now that we have seen how fast this interface is, I'm going to show you some other things that we have in this web interface. So on the left-hand side, we have this drop-down menu in which we can select which agent we want to run. In case we have multiple agents in the repository, we can check that, and I will show you that as well in this video, how we can make them. So we can select, in this case, I have only one agent and I selected it. And here we have this trace. I think this is just a history of which questions we have asked, and these are the questions I've asked. So in events, it notes what it records the metadata and other things about the question and the answer. So for example, here we see this particular question used 301 tokens. And yeah, I think I will just dive into the details of these things a bit later. But for now, it's convenient to see that um, we do have a lot of interface on the sidebar as well to investigate what the agents are doing. For example, this artifacts, this tab is to store in case, let's say, we are producing some plots or something like that. So these output files can be stored into artifacts, so we don't have to actually manually download stuff. So this is also really convenient. This session is the session ID of the session that we have right now. So it stores this session in memory, and next time we can I think give this session ID to the model. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Maybe I will figure this out later. But the point is that we have the session ID and we can also jump back to the discussion later if we need to. Although I don't know, right now I don't know how to do that. So, well, this is enough for now. It's quite convenient. And now I just want to take you through the website a little bit. So um, I I started with I got this code from the website of uh, Google ADK, and this is all there is to it to get started with Google ADK. So we do pip install with Python, and then we run ADK create my agent, and this command created the directory that you saw, my agent, and it created the init file and agent.py file, this portion, and then I added .env file that stores my API. So once we do this, as I showed, it creates these files, and then this code is contained in agent.py file. And then we add this API key from Google AI Studio. And after that, we run ADK run my agent, and then we reach this page. So this is really simple, and but this is also really useless because I mean this is really the most basic agent that we can create. But there are several examples as well to how to build an agent and how to build a team of agents. If we click onto this agents link, we reach here. That explains how this base agent that we created with a simple command, how it can be extended using, well, based on workflows, logic, or other tools such as reasoning. I will be looking at this documentation in the next few videos and build a little more sophisticated agent as I learn. Um, so this is detail about one agent and how to expand it, and there's also documentation about how to build a multi-tool agent. And if I look at this example, this is quite detailed. So um, it's a long example. I will look into this as well. But for now, it's really nice to see that such a small piece of code can produce something useful already. All right, so that's all for this video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.